What's up, guys? Cody here today with a Nami game. So, I have been spamming support in solo queue for the past few days, and reason being is I have just been in the mood for it, quite honestly. Um, had some really nice plays. Fortunately, as it would be, um, those did not get recorded. Had I had like 3 games where I was Bard versus Alistar. Oh my god. That is heaven. When you get to play Bard versus an Alistar. It was so much fun. I wish I could have shown you guys. Cause I was such cancer. Then I had a Janna game where I had some amazing saves. However, I don't have any of those recorded, and I can't show any of them, which is unfortunate. So instead, we got Nami. So Nami is a champion that I actually just recently bought. Because I'd only played her when she was free, and I completely dominated with her. So yeah, I'd say I'm a bit rusty with her, but I'm really not. I'm not really rusty with anybody. That's just me. So, um, this game. My goal is to kind of harass early game, even though it's going to be kind of hard because Ashe has her range with her W, and that's going to slow me, and then Braum can Q me. I could potentially die if take a lot of damage if I do it wrong. However, I need to make sure I am trading so that way I get my money, because I've learned that. Like, I've learned that in games like this, well, not like this, but other games where I've gone someone that takes spell thieves, and I've been unable to trade with the enemy, that my gold is just not there because I'm not making any money. I'm not making any money from my support item. So, pretty much, you're gonna just see me going around, just trying to poke, trying to just be a nuisance. Or, like, my goal outside of this, it's, like, pretty much, like, in a team fight, my goal is to keep Jinx alive and be somewhat of an engage for my team. You're gonna see, especially when I get Frost Queens, that I'm gonna combo Frost Queens with my ultimate. That'll pretty much guarantee that if Frost Queens will hit, slowing them, then my ult will hit, knocking them up. So. My team's doing really well right now. I've got a Pantheon. Oh, my fault. Got a Garen top against a Pantheon, and if Pantheon's behind, that's really good for us, because that means he's falling off sooner. In terms of how this is going, I don't have any words. However, I didn't know that Elise was AFK or DC'd or whatever. So I didn't have any wards, so I didn't want to play so far up. However, we do have her Mumu's in the area at this point in time. I walk up, exhaust the Ashe, so that way she doesn't really get away. We force the Braum Flash, Ashe Flash, and Ashe Heal, and end up killing both of them anyways. So that's really good for us, and Mumu's doing a good job of being an early game aggressor. Good. Jinx is her BF sword, and is working towards her hands. Good, good and good. And I have my Frost. um, and not much to say. So since I've been playing a lot of support recently, I wanted to make some guides. I originally a long time ago, I said that I told myself I was gonna make a GP guide. The reason why I never really did was because he's a very complex champ, and while he is my most played champ, it's not mean he is an easy champ to describe how to play. Cannon completely screws up here. I thought I exhausted him, but that's in a different play then. Okay. I have to flash out to make sure I don't die from Cannon. Probably could have walked out, but it's whatever. It worked out. And Cannon ends up just suiciding. Cannon is gonna be an issue though, because he is the enemy's main form of engage. So we do have to be careful when he comes running at us later on. But as I was saying, originally I was gonna make a guide for GP. And that's just never happened because it's just really complicated to make a guide for GP. Mumu gets a good steal here. Garen TP's just in time. He could have taken the tower instead. However, we get Dragon, and they're all blinking red, so we get some kills. And I think get the 4 kills. I can't remember. Whatever. So GP is very complicated to make a guide for. This was a battle, by the way. Even though I land everything, it doesn't really do anything for the team. And because GP is really complicated, he's not. There's a lot of things I would have to explain in a guide form, and I would end up doing a really poor job, and I'd only really cover basic topics, basic mechanics on him, and I wouldn't really be doing him justice. So instead my plan is to make a bunch of support guides over the next days. Supports that I play, so expect to see Bard, expect to see Janna, Morgana, Nami, some Thresh, maybe a Thresh one. We'll see. I don't know. I think those are the 5 that I play really. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then technically I could play some other stuff, but I think I'm gonna be making a bit more guides from now on in the future. So if you enjoy learning about that, then if you enjoy learning how to play, different champs, and especially support champs, since that's what I'm gonna be doing for the next few times, then you're gonna be learning, and we're all gonna have fun. So this game right now is going really good for us. 10 kills to 1. Lux is getting fed, and so is Jinx is getting fed kind of. She only has 1 kill, but she's got a lot of assists. Notice I have Ionian boots. For those of you that don't know, on pretty much almost every single support right now, unless you're a tank, you're supposed to have Ionian boots, because the 10% extra cooldown reduction that you get is really helpful. You'll notice that we comboed our abilities really well there. I saved my ultimate for the Kennen, who still got on the team because he flashed, but we it was well. I did what I could to try and stop him. Then Amumu ulted, and then I followed up with my Q. Lux ulted on top of that, so that was a really good fight for us. Yeah, Ionian Boots is just really overpowered right now. That 10% extra cooldown reduction added on to the 15% that you get from the Mastery. That most times you'll have some supports who won't have it on. Like the only one that might be is Zyra, but even then, it's not too bad. It's even then, like Zyra doesn't really use her summoner spells as much as other supports. But Ionian Boots is like a must-have on any support just because of that extra cooldown reduction that you get from it. Is ridiculously strong. You just the ability to use exhaust 10% more. We all get comboed here. I get a good ultimate off. I make sure to flash in front. I make sure to flash way back, you know, back in front of them all, so that way I hit them all with my ult. I don't save everyone. I save Jinx though. I almost saved Lux. However, the Elise goes way too far in, and then Jinx gets exploded. And I'm gonna die for that. But the enemy also stays just a wee bit too long. Just a wee bit. Kennen wasn't there in that fight for them, and they really need Kennen in their team fights. At least a single target. Braum is kind of AoE. Pantheon single target. They stayed really long. They got like they got more. They got 4 kills for 3 in that case. However, they're already so far behind, and they didn't get anything for those kills that it just doesn't make a difference. And not getting anything for kills aside from just money. I used Frost Queens there just so you know, because it was mid, so I was trying to see if I could find. It's trying to see if if she was still mid, if I could get her. This is a really bad fight here. We tower dive. We don't even have Garen yet, and we're not respecting the fact that they have a Kennen ult with a Pantheon who can ult in. And then Ashel, we're not respecting anything that they have at their disposal, and we get ace for it. And we know we screwed up. Amumu blames himself for it. It was me and Amumu, because Amumu went in, and then I followed up with everything I had, and that's pretty much like the signal to the team, like, hey, we're fighting right now. So it was both of our faults. Granted, I thought we could win that, but I completely forgot about everything. So that's what I get for being cocky. The whole trying to freaking tower dive the enemy when they have so much CC at their disposal. My ult here, my ult does come in handy. It hits one person, and I end up getting a kill on Braum, so yay me. And the enemy just completely misplayed that on their part. The enemy just doesn't understand that they thought they could kill the rest of my teammates faster than I would get there, pretty much, is how I'm gonna put it. And it's an Amumu and a Garen, you're not killing them. And so Lux being fed as well, Lux was able to pick off I can't remember if Lux got the kills in there, but Lux was able to deal enough damage during that fight, with Garen also dealing some damage. So, and then Mumu locking them up. That was going on for long enough to the point where they actually got a kill, and then Ice showed up and helped make sure that they secured the rest of them. They might have been able to 3v4, but we would have suffered losses. That happened. Plus, I had nowhere else to be at the time. So right now, Dragon's about to spawn in 30 seconds at this point. So you see, I just warded their jungle because of that. So that way we know where they are. I'm pretty much just prepping everything, which is one of your jobs as the support is to make sure like, hey, everything's prepped and ready to go. You see, I've swept everything to make sure that they have absolutely no idea that we're here, and I made sure that that dragon was a safe fight. And they walk over towards Baron, and we have no vision of them. I use Frost Queens to get vision. The ghosts immediately go not towards Baron, but towards their jungle, which means that, hey, they're not at Baron, they're running away. And we catch out people. I use Frost Queens to slow people down, add in my ult on top of that, and then we just combo everyone. So this is a good fight, and this is pretty much just gonna end the game here. That fight was the deciding factor. They were down the whole time, but the enemy's goal had to be was to be looking to make picks. They could have easily had tried to pick around Baron. They could have tried to bait Baron, and they chose not to. They could have. All they had to do was group together and use Kennen's ultimate. You'll notice I ulted here to make sure Kennen at least didn't get anywhere close. Pantheon came in but did absolutely nothing to. And my job right now is to just make sure people stay alive in this fight. But you'll notice, but had the enemy just grouped around and played around Kennen, they could have very easily had won this game, because if they baited well, or if they got a good engage of Kennen, then we would lose every fight, hands down. Because if Kennen engages and gets a good ult off, Pantheon can pick off the Jinx or the Lux, along with the Elise. Ashe has her ult on top of that, and Braum has his ult. They had a lot of CC at their disposal, and the enemy just poorly misplayed it. Kennen got shat on in the laning phase. Kennen could have easily have made his laning phase easier had he just bought an Abyssal first item instead of buying a Proto Belt first item. That would have made his laning phase a lot better. And since he's behind, actually, Proto Belt's a really bad item unless he's planning on making plays to get his team back in. And obviously, he didn't really do all that much. So Proto Belt wasn't really the best item for him. He didn't really find use, which benefited us, of course. And yeah, I did my job as Nami this game. Like I said, my job was to make sure, poking the laning phase, kind of just, make sure we die. Ganks, follow up my C, which happened, and in a team fight, heal everybody, level people as they're trying to get on carries, or if we're chasing down whoever we're chasing. E Jinx pretty much every time, and alt as an engage or alt as a disengage. And just make sure cannon stays under control. That was the big. And I mean, at least being DC'd helped. Although I don't think that was that big of it. Sure, she might have been able to apply pressure, but I think we were pretty well prepared on all. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Remember, like and subscribe if you did. And see you on the next one. Thanks.